Hi, everybody.
Hello, I'm Ryan.
I'm Bethany.
And we are Ryan and Bethany Board Game Reviews.
And today we're going to be talking about Ticket to Ride Germany. But before we do, we just want to remind you to subscribe to us so you can see our videos as they come out. Now, Ticket to Ride Germany is designed by Eleanor Moon, and it is published by Days of Wonder.
Okay, so Ticket to Ride Germany keeps the core system of Ticket to Ride intact, as most of the variations of Ticket to Ride do. This adds a little bit of these meeples, right? You're trying to place these routes, connect these meeples, and you're able to pick some meeples. There's a set collection aspect to it. So you're able to kind of focus on different things. You can focus on your cards, you can focus on the routes, or you can focus on meeples. Or if you really want a high score, do it all. All right? I'm not going to teach you guys how to play more or less the core mechanics of Ticket to Ride. We have a video about that. I'll put the link down below in the description section. But yeah, I will kind of give you what's new, what's different about Ticket to Ride Germany. Let me give you a quick overview. All right, here's our setup for Ticket to Ride Germany. As you can see, there are a ton of meeples scattered out all over the board. The rulebook is going to explain exactly how many meeples to place on each city. We have our familiar 5 rows of cards over here, as well as our deck. We also over here have our routes. We have both small and long routes. At the beginning of the game, you're going to be able to choose how many shorts and how many longs you want before you draw. So let's say we want 2 longs and 2 shorts. It might look something like this. We've got to keep at least 2 of them. So let's see, we've got this one and this one kind of share diagonal. This one does too. This one looks nothing like that. So this is going to take a little bit more work to do. Let's go ahead and discard this one. And then we're going to keep these 3 as the ones that we're working on. The turns are the same as regular Ticket to Ride. You can either draw those cards, you can draw those cards, or you can place on the board. But in this case, whenever you place on the board, you're also going to be able to pick up meeples based off of the starting and ending points of your route. And similar to other Ticket to Ride games, we have the locomotive over here, which is a wild card. If you ever draw that as a face-up card, you can only draw 1 card that round. If you draw as a face-down card, then that's cool, that's whatever. But otherwise, you can draw 2 cards. All right, so our first turn, let's do this. Let's draw 2 of these orange cards that are face up. That's going to get us started. We do start the game with a hand of 4 cards as well. So on our next turn, what we can do is we can discard those 2 cards, those 2 oranges, in order to place them anywhere where we can. Wherever you place it has to either match the colors of the cards, or if you place on one of the grays, that can be any color as long as they both match. So we could place here and get our points. Again, similar to other Ticket to Rides, the longer the route, the more points you're going to get. For just a 2 spot like that, we're going to get 2 points. But the trick is, on either end of our starting and our ending spice, we get to pick up a meeple. So over here we only have 1 choice. But over here we have a whole bunch of different meeples we can choose from. Let's take the yellow. We've already got a yellow here, and we're going to start kind of trying to collect those. Once a meeple is taken from a spot and is empty, such as the spot like we just had, if someone else were to go into that spot, they would not get a meeple from that location. These are limited and they stay wherever they are. That's really all there is to add to the game. Basically what's going to happen is you're going to keep on playing your routes. You're going to get points for building all of your different connecting points. You're also going to, at the end of the game, get all the points for all the full routes that you've completed. So if you're able to connect a network between this point and this point down here, you're going to get the points at the top right of the card. There's also a bonus on this particular map called the Globetrotter bonus. That's going to be worth an extra 15 points into the game for whoever has completed the most amount of these tickets. Now let's talk about the meeples. Since that's the biggest twist to this particular map, that's going to be worth a lot of victory points. There are 6 different colors of meeples, and there's 10 of each scattered all over the board. At the end of the game, whoever has the most of a certain color is going to get 20 victory points, which is a ton. Whoever has the second most of that particular color is going to get 10 victory points. So you're going to want to try to get as many of those meeples as possible and try to get first and second place in at least a few categories. You're going to add up all your victory points from all your different sources, and you're going to add them up. Whoever has the most points wins the game.
One of the things that this game offers that some of the other Ticket to Rides don't is player color. So one of them is purple, and our 9-year-old was just beyond excited about that. Was super excited to be able to play that color. And there's also white as well, so that's not in the base game. So if you like the variety of player colors and you want to play purple and white and you're just like over the base game colors, this game got ya.
I really enjoyed the way that you collected those meeples. When you placed a route, if there was meeples on either end of the route, you could just take one or both of them, depending on what was available to you. And there's a little bit of a kind of looking at everybody else, seeing what they have aspect to it. If you already knew you were just out of, you were never going to be the majority in greens, you would just avoid the greens. But then it was like, well, maybe I'm kind of close on red, or I can make a second place run at that. So I like that second collection component of it. It also made you make some interesting decisions. Sometimes you would want to complete your routes, right? You'd have to really focus on that. So you're placing strategically. But then, you know what? there's that little red meeple over the way over the other side of the board. Maybe I'm just going to place it randomly over there so I can get those meeples that I want for the set collection. Yeah. So you have a little bit of decision points. You can block people that way and you can prevent them from getting majorities. I like the decisions that have added. Just that one small one small twist gave you a variety of more decisions to make.
Yeah, and one of the things that I like about this game, actually all the Ticket to Rides have this, but I really like it because our 5-year-old loves playing this game. Absolutely loves it, but she can't read all the words, especially in one of these games where the words are things she's just not familiar with.
And the fonts are sometimes a little crazy.
Weird. So all the route cards have dots on them, so she can stand up and look like at the dot to the dot. So I just really like that. All of them have it, but I just wanted to point it out because I don't know if I pointed it out before in any of our other reviews because we hadn't been playing with our 5-year-old yet. And so I just really like that she can play competitively, not share her information with us, and still be able to get her routes completed.
All right, so this is Ticket to Ride Germany. When we did our top 10 rankings of all the Ticket to Rides, Ticket to Ride Marklin was one that I raved about. I really, really like Ticket to Ride Marklin, which is Germany, right? It is the German version of Ticket to Ride. So I was very excited to get this because I thought it basically was Marklin because Marklin's very hard to find. Turns out, no, this is not Ticket to Ride. This is Ticket to Ride Germany. It's its own thing. It is not Marklin. It's a little confusing because they both take place in Germany, right? But this is not the same thing. It's not that it's a bad game by any means. It's just if you were expecting to buy this and get Marklin,
you won't.
That's not what you're getting. So buyer beware.
Okay, so here's the thing with this Ticket to Ride. It is perfect it's perfect if you like Ticket to Ride and you want Ticket to Ride Plus. Like, that's what this game is. Our daughters love Ticket to Ride Plus. They love Ticket to Ride Netherlands, the money one. They just like the game with one added thing. And that's exactly what this game is too. So our daughters love this one. They love the game with one added thing. So this is great if you like Ticket to Ride and you just want like one more thing, or you're just trying to introduce new people to board gaming. Ticket to Ride's always great for that. But this one has that Ticket to Ride Plus, which just seems to like really resonate with some people, especially our daughters.
If you are looking to get in on Ticket to Ride, let's say it's been out for a long time, you're fairly new to gaming, or maybe you've just never played a lot of Ticket to Ride, but you want to get into it, I would say don't get the base game. Do not get the USA map. There's anything wrong with it, but this is a standalone game. This is not an expansion. Most Ticket to Ride maps are expansions, and you just have to have one of the base games, like United States, Europe, or Germany, in order to play them. I would say just go right to Germany. This one has all of the great flavors of the United States one, plus a little bit extra. And the USA map can get a little bit kind of stale, a little samey sometimes, right? So that's why we love expansion maps, because they give us that little bit something different. And this one, if you're just going right out of the gate and you want to start getting into Ticket to Rides, this is a fantastic base game. Got everything you need to play. This is not an expansion map. It's a full standalone game. And it's a good time, you know. This is a great Ticket to Ride map. I don't know how I'd rank it per se with all the other ones, but as far as the standalones go, this is a solid choice.
Everybody, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe so you can see your videos as they come out. If you enjoyed what you see, consider leaving us a tip or buying us a cup of coffee. There is a link in the description below.
You guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.